Before the pitch, the product, or the title, you are felt. Have you ever walked into a room and noticed how people respond before you even say a single word? Or met someone and immediately felt safe, inspired, and open? Or tense and guarded and resistant? What if your presence is already speaking for you? What if your energy is your business card? In this episode of the Generational Rhodium, we are going to tap into the truth. Not branding as a strategy, but branding as a presence. Not performance, but embodiment. Because how you show up is how people receive you. Great awakening, magnificent people. I am Jazmian D. I want to welcome you to the Generational Rhodium. It is the media and healing branch of HWPLP. HWPLP stands for Health, Wealth, Prosperity, Love, Peace. We are a movement-driven investment firm committed to building generational wealth through healing, collective economics, real estate, and venture capital. Please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This episode is part of our newsletter series entitled The Entrepreneur's Aura, Energetic Boundaries, and Business Growth. Now let's get into this magnificence. How you begin your day sets the energetic floor. How you enter a room sets the emotional climate. And how you move through the world teaches people how to treat you. The question is not, what are you doing? The question is, what are you carrying? Are you walking into today with yesterday's wounds, old disappointments, unprocessed fears, residual trauma? Or have you learned how to reset your energy before you engage? Because leadership doesn't start when the meeting starts. It starts when you wake up in the morning. Many people just don't realize that unhealed energy, it doesn't disappear. It shows up as tension, guardedness, control, aggression, intimidation, fear. Not because someone is unkind, but because someone's nervous system is protecting them. It's important to know that a guarded presence can feel unsafe to others as well. A wounded presence can feel unpredictable, even when the intentions are good. Ask yourself gently, am I entering rooms with peace or from protection? Because people respond to what your body is signaling before they respond to what the words that come out of your mouth say. Here's what science confirms. What intuition has always known, what metaphysics has always known. The nervous system sets the tone for interaction. The brain scans for safety before it processes logic. And mirror neurons mirror emotions, not intentions. A regulated nervous system feels grounded, trustworthy, clear. A dysregulated nervous system feels erratic, defensive, and overstimulating. This is why presence outperforms precision. People don't just hear you, they feel you. How safe you feel within yourself is felt by others. Now, historically, it's been this old saying, might not be spot on, but it might be close to. We'll see if I get it. There's an old saying that people have said for many years. You get more with honey than with vinegar. In leadership, honey looks like calm authority, soft confidence, clear boundaries, warm presence. Not shrinking, not people-pleasing, but power without force. People trust leaders whose energies feel clear and clean. People invest in leaders whose presence feel like relief. Before they understand the offer, they feel the alignment. Your aura is already selling you. So now I want to share some ways that you can shift your aura. If you have some past wounds, if you have some energy that is stagnant, that is not allowing you to show up how you see yourself. So here's some rituals to help you shift your energy. Your presence is not accidental. It is chosen. Rituals are how you choose them. Before a meeting, before a conversation, before a discussion, you don't wait until you're dysregulated. You regulate first. You pause. You breathe. You ground. You settle. You decide how you want to be felt before you walk in, before you wake up, before you wake up, before you enter the room. Rituals are not just extras. They are what creates your presence. They are the leadership and infrastructure. Set your foundation before you walk into a room. Set your foundation before you walk out your door. Set your foundation before you even make a move. Choose how you show up in the world. Alignment is not one decision. It's a decision that you have to make every single day. It is a practice that makes progress and progress that makes permanence. You notice when your energy is shifting. You pause instead of pushing. You reset instead of reacting. This is the mastery that you need. You're resetting yourself to be in divine alignment with who you are. Because you catch it. When you start to catch it, you see it, you know it, and you regulate it. You feel the feeling and let it go because it's no longer serving you. And you're free from it. This is mastery. Not forcing productivity, not pushing through depletion, but choosing coherence over chaos. I want to give you some practical tools to put this into motion, to put this into flow. The first one is the presence check. Before engaging, ask, how do I feel? Start small. Before you engage with your spouse, if you're married, with your partner, if you're partnered, with your children, if you have children, before you even engage, take a moment and determine how do you feel. Because how you feel is how you're going to stand up in any conversation you have with that person. If you don't feel fully present, if you feel unhappy, if you feel uneasy, if you feel some kind of toxic wound coming in and giving it to someone who didn't even give anything to you, take a moment and breathe. Take a moment and reset. Take a moment. The biggest thing is that we don't take moments. We're always in a rush to do everything. Everywhere we go, we're rushing. All the work we do, we're rushing. When you slow down, you move into flow. You move into your divine flow. And that is something that can't be rushed. Because once you get that flow down, because you slowed it down, it will be your natural presence. But you have to invest in it. So check yourself before you engage. And make sure how you're standing up and how you're showing up is in divine alignment with who you are. Number 2, the reset ritual. You have no idea how powerful a breath is. How powerful you are when you take a moment and you breathe or you exhale aloud, and you cleanse the energy, because energy can be transferred. Energy can be stagnant, and that stagnant energy can be moved. And you can move it through breath. Let it flow. And when you let it flow and you breathe it out, it cleanses itself. So create these reset rituals. It could be a minute. It could be 5 minutes. But if it is 5 minutes, do that when you have time to reset. If it is in the moment where you are triggered, practice the 1 minute and then respond. You don't have to rush in your responses. You don't have to rush in how you show up. Just show up. Period. Number 3, the entry intention. Decide how you want to be felt before you enter a room. Now, if you get the idea that that is not the feeling that people are getting from you right now, that means that you need to do some realignment and shifting in who you are. And if that is the case, that means that you have to invest into yourself. You have to go deep and see where some of those thoughts and some of that energy is coming from. Where is its initiation? Where is its onset? Where did it start? You have to put in the effort to find that out so you can clear it out. So you stand up how you want to stand up and not as the wounds. Number 4, an energy audit. Notice what nourishes you. What fills your cup? What makes you happy? What brings you joy? What brings you peace? And also, on the flip side, notice what drains you. When you notice more, if you start to invite more of what energizes you, what nourishes you, what fills your cup, when you start to embody more of that, then that becomes your natural frame of mind, your natural being. And what drains you becomes so minimal, almost becomes non-existent. You protect your energy, not to isolate, but to lead intentionally. Your presence is not an accessory. It is the offer. When you heal your energy, you heal how the world meets you. So release wounds that have not served you ever and stand in your truth. Heal truth. Do the work. It's not always easy, but the reward is worth it. Now let's close with the HWPLP affirmation. Heal your mind, body, and soul. Build the wealth that is your birthright. Live in full prosperity, love unconditionally, and be in a state of peace. And so it is, and so I am, and so it be. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this Generational Rhodium. I am Jazmian D with HWPLP, and I am so thankful for you, and I absolutely, positively look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, peace, love, and light. Thank you.